Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of Cream Conversation, and today we are at Barreworks, Jalita, with our founders.
Hello.
This is
Shani.
and that is.
I am Michelle.
Today we'll be talking a little bit about their story and why we're here. We've actually designed the space for them, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. But really, it's more about their journey, why Charlene chose to open this, and why Michelle chose to join it later on, and how they have expanded and evolved. Okay, so Charlene, this question would be for you. Let's go back to the beginning. What inspired you to open Barreworks? Was there something missing in the ballet scene in Singapore? Or what were you trying to pursue with this?
Wow.
It's a long story.
It is. Actually, it happened very organically. So it wasn't, let's say, 10 years in the making or years in the making. It just happened. I was teaching in different schools, and I ran startup. I came back and then freelance, and then taught in several schools.
Where did you come back from?
UK. Came back, freelance, and taught and danced in a company. I was in THE a few years, and then taught on the side because extra income, And then kids happened, and I stopped dancing when the second one came. Then considered full-time teaching, and I felt like Singapore system has this, grading. We do a lot of grading here, and it just goes. It's very too systematic,
Right.
and then I got bored and overwhelmed. And every time I see a kid 10 years of it, and then they kind of like finish at a grade something, and then it's time to stop because this DSA KSLE comes in. And then it's so difficult. My mom says, do something else, like all in for JC, and then it just stops.
Right.
But it's not just there, right? Yeah. Movement happens forever. There's longevity. There's things you can learn. So that's where I stopped teaching for a bit. But I still had private. So that's when I started private coaching. I rented a studio, and then I private coached, because there was some that wanted to continue.
But when they continue, it's not graded. It's just
they have their goals. So we talk about personal goals. Some want to go into full-time school, some wants to get a scholarship, some want to go a double degree that involve dance, and then some wants to try to get a company. So, but after a while, it still stopped. There's no longevity, and then we realized that. Then I realized maybe we need a space of our own. Yeah, and so because we can't give them a sense of home, we can't give them there's no longevity in it. Also, it's very transactional.
Yes,
that's how it started. It started like that. Yeah, so very organic. It wasn't like planned. I'm going to open a space.
I'm going to be entrepreneur one day. No,
it was never like that. Actually, it's really very simple.
So when you had rented your space, how did you come up with the programming? Because at that time, then now you actually need classes, right?
Yeah,
because you need to pay for overheads.
Very different. It was very different process. It was, we talk about goals, how we can get there, and then we had quite a number of private students. But then when we realized we had the space, it doesn't work, right? Because I still go according to that timing by booking. We didn't have regular classes. And then when regular classes come, manpower comes.
Yes. Yeah. It's a whole different set of
which is a
challenge. Yeah.
Correct. And then I realized this is the most challenging part. It's never the teaching, it's never the work, but it's the,
because you can control your own actions and how you teach, but when other people are involved, you can't control how they teach, how they speak, how they interact with the kids. It's a very different thing. Yeah.
Starting something is fun, and then it just becomes
work, like real work. But then you managed to push through. How many years has it been since you founded?
This is our 9th year.
Yeah, so you pushed through. It's been 9 years. I'm guessing your programs have evolved over the years based on what your clients need. I also noticed you have adult classes. You do have also stretch classes, which is very accessible to the general public, right? Because I think when people think about ballet, all people think you have to be a little girl, you have to be young, you have to be a girl, you have to start that time. But I do think that modern studios like yourself branch out from that, and also it's okay to be an adult and want to pursue new dreams and goals.
Yes, like I said, we get into life and then we stop there, right?
Yes, correct.
After that, there's still first act, second act, third act.
Yes.
So it's fine that way.
I agree with that, because I also don't want to be like, oh, now because I'm 42 this year, now you're 42, you're not supposed to be doing this type of exercise and do that to your body. As you mentioned earlier, I think it makes a lot of sense. Movement is forever until you die, right? So why restrict yourself? And I want to know a little bit more about the adult classes then. How do people start? Like, what is it like? Just so people have a sense.
Okay, we first, for Barreworks, I actually believe in ballet. The form sets us up by everything. So for me, I work along spine, hips. So that's the whole core structure. And then for adults, we take it control first, learn to control, activate.
And she's talking, I'm sucking my corner like.
I know. I'm like,
Right. Here, there.
So but now it's so cool, right? Everywhere is like there's Pilates, there's yoga, there's class. Yeah. So for us, it's perfect. It's so accessible.
People have some understanding now, so it's no longer that foreign.
Yeah, it's not so intimidating. Like, oh my god, I have to win tights in Jungtan. You can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for the men?
Oh,
Because our friend Chris comes as well.
Chris is super.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the men, why not?
Yeah, but also, is it only the stretching classes, or do you think like ballet is accessible to them?
We do have girls coming for ballet classes. It's super cardio. Yeah, have you not seen new dancers and their bodies?
It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Actually, even for like gymnastic stuff, the men can do a lot different. Some of the poses a lot easier than women.
Tom Holland.
Because yes.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Gymnast, dancer, musical theatre.
Because and they're so strong. Their muscle groups are built different from us, so they can do different poses and different poses. Really?
Yeah, it's a first Billy.
Oh, she's telling me like I know what that means. Actually, I don't know. I just say really. I'm like
movie.
Oh, I've never seen. But I know it's something about dance.
Yeah.
I've only seen the Black Swan. That's why I'm dressed like this. Later, I'm gonna have like this dual personality. Okay, to move on. So let's talk about designing this studio, because we've had two other studios.
Yes.
Right. You've had the old Holland Road, and then we had New Baru. And then this studio is the only studio where we've hired designers, which is us. Right.
Elevated.
Why did you decide? Thank you. Why did you decide to now like hire a designer?
I think you learn through all the process, and then you know what you like, what you don't like, what may work, and then also I think the confidence.
More budget.
Yeah, a bit more budget, and because in the process you feel like I save on here, and then redoing it is so much more expensive.
Yes, correct.
So why not get a professional on it if we have a bit more budget and more confident to talk with someone, approach someone, or collaborate with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first step to hiring a designer for a startup or a business is always the budget.
Yeah,
it feels very daunting and scary and it's expensive, so you just go straight to the design and look. But actually, sometimes, as you said, you spend more money.
A lot more time too.
Yes, because there will be delays, or it's hard for you to explain like this curve or that curve or what you want to make.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be something different from what you had in mind.
And it really helps where I have staff like telling me, hey, this actually looks better. Because in my head, I'm like, no way.
Yeah. Because clients don't actually visualize that way.
Yeah.
Right? What we need to know from you is how you operate, how much space you need, how much bar space you need.
Yeah.
And then we can do the rest slowly.
But the designers also know from experience what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah.
This will break
But
down in
it's a
time.
full collaboration.
Yeah.
We also need to hear from you guys like, in the shop, what do you need, retail space. Speaking of which, we are sitting in your retail space today. And that's where I point the question towards Michelle, right? You joined Charlene on this journey. When was this?
Organically, I don't think there was a particular point in time where we sat down and decided.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It just
cute. So you joined in, and now she runs the ops. You run like the Ballet Edit.
Yeah.
So the Ballet Edit is the retail arm
yes,
of
it is.
Barreworks.
Yeah.
Do you want to expound a little bit on that? Like, why did you guys decide to have a retail arm?
I think it started because a lot of the girls come in and as part of their curriculum under the Royal Academy of Dance, they end up going on to point, so they use point shoes. And the Singapore market is such that we found that it was hard for them to find a good pair or something that works well for them. In terms of selection, in terms of sizes available. Because
Really?
yeah, point shoes.
Because you would think ballet is so like, it's been around for so long.
I know, but point shoes is interesting. Like everybody's foot is different, and the point shoe is meant to be a natural extension of your foot, such that it's supposed to fit as much as possible exactly. So you shouldn't have extra space or extra.
So like width and
Yeah. So there are many different permutations. So instead of just length, you have widths as well. So you could be the
What
same.
about thickness? So some people have more thick feet.
Yeah, so like the
Like
profile
foot,
of your
right?
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the different
The
cuts,
arches and all that.
Yeah, the arches and all that do make a difference. So I think what we were trying to do is to give the girls a space and an avenue to be able to fit their point shoes safely. Being able to try them on, because it's difficult to buy online and you shouldn't buy online.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So we found it difficult to have them try, especially in the sizes that they need. And also, I mean, I'm sure she'll agree, but a lot of the kids do end up starting point younger, especially when they're competition girls. And
How young do we go when you say young?
I'll pass it over to her. 9, 10.
9, I start them the youngest, but it's also only in private coaching. That depends on many things. How long they train, muscular anatomy, and also we work with a physio on that as well. So it depends on how much they can load. Their bodies are able to stretch in. Because I like to take them in between before the spurt happen. Growing pains happen. So in that middle, that small gap there, you find this space where they are able to, you can stretch them a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. And then when in adulthood, a lot of people find point very painful because, bone density and everything sets in. So we need to find that middle ground. So we take them through private coaching, selection, and strength and ability. So all these are considered before we start.
Right. So outside of point shoes, what are you all going to be selling in this retail space?
Point shoes, soft shoes, and a curated selection of like ballet related like gear, attire, tutus,
And
whatever
also
you
very
have.
much.
Yeah. Selected.
I say we sell things that we like, we try.
Things that we like to use
That
ourselves.
works.
Correct.
And also, I heard you also have workshops.
We're looking to do that, like Christmas and all that, and some collaborative workshops with a few of our friends whose daughters are here as well. Yeah.
Because in the old spaces I'm in to New Baru, there isn't really like a dedicated space for retail. It's really just like in the back, where people can't really browse. So I think outside of just coming for classes, if you're interested in ballet, do you all do like consultations? Like how do people come in to actually start one-on-one coaching?
Usually they'll write in to us. It's not on schedule because like I say, these things are very personal, very goal oriented.
Yep.
So we don't do it like a la carte menu.
Yeah.
So we prefer to work alongside with you. So it's best to write in and then we can understand more because we are quite goal driven as well. I think if you're going to spend the time and the money on it, they have to have results.
Makes sense for everyone. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the advice that you have for parents or adult beginners. I know we've talked about how the class structure would be like, but just like think about, because you guys are in the business, right? For someone like me, who's like, okay, I've had some fitness experience, right? But if I want to get into coming for class, what do I have to prep myself? Like, what gear do I need? And for parents who have children and maybe the kids like it or they want their kids to start on it, what should they look out for? Because some children don't like dance or maybe don't know that they like it. So things like that, what should they look out for and how should they prep their kids? And as for the adults, what should we, mentally, and what do we need to buy just to come for class?
I would think for beginner, you don't want to invest too much in it if you don't know it yet, right? Just come in comfortable outfit, your yoga pants, something fitting where we can see your physique, we can correct you, and we are able to see how the muscle rotates and moves. Something where we'll wear for Pilates, like Steph.
This sounds like Swan actually.
This will be perfect. Yeah. So yeah, and then come with an open mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't overthink it. I think never try, never know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the parents with the children,
For parents with children, if I'm talking about really, really young ones, I feel it gives you discipline, ability to listen to instructions, and able to work with music and awareness of space and people around you. I think for children, that's most important. As you progress up, it gets more coordination, mobility. I think working with people, basically working with people,
and
musicians.
it's not always about the competitions, is it?
No.
No, right? Because I
No.
feel like a lot of ballet people think about long term. They think about that too, right?
And it
I think
takes
for their
time.
kids,
Yeah, everything takes time. So I think for even adult beginners or parents, bear in mind that it won't happen overnight. Whatever changes that will happen through time and commitment and perseverance and consistency.
Yeah. And it's a community.
Yeah, it's a community.
So, like say, without community, there will not be a soloist. There will not be a principal dancer.
No one to support her.
Yeah, there's no one to support you. You don't have your coaches. You don't have your corner ballet friends. There will never be a soloist with no corner ballet.
Yeah.
No team, no soloist, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights, the stage, the crew, all the people that you don't see at the end of the day. Yeah.
This is actually very deep because it's not just ballet.
No, it's not just
Right? It's like what you're saying applies to everything.
See, don't see Kenny.
You don't see you don't see the iPhone on the stand.
Then so there's a lot of things you don't see. That's where the magic happens. They are the creators of magic. We just make it. We execute.
Right.
We have bodies.
Okay, they're very happy now because it's going to be the last question. Both of them were really shy coming into this, so I thank you very much for doing this, both of you, and letting us use your space. Okay, just a fun way to end the cast. Do you have a favorite pose or a move that gets you into like your own practice?
I just actually have to come in early and just in a space on the
Quiet?
floor. Yeah, quiet. And yeah, just do some simple, just get my spine going.
When you say get your spine going, you keep saying that, right? I don't know what that means.
Show us.
Yeah, why don't you show us here? Lots of space.
And
Glaring at me.
I usually take my right on top and then stretch up my glute and then just get my spine going there.
What does this do for your spine release?
Yeah, I lengthen it out through my hip because I got very tight back here, the glutes here.
All of us.
Yeah, so this is really good for just going down right under the glutes and there. I get my two sit bones on the floor, equally balanced, and I just fold myself in my hips, bring my belly button over my front of my neck, and then I just stretch out there. And then I try to breathe into my muscle, relax every joint, like feel really lazy, like do as little as possible. Let the natural weight just fall over. And once I have a minute or so in, I'll just slowly roll up through my vertebrae. Just to get it realigned. Yeah, and then feel the whole space lengthening out and just feel a bit lighter before I start. Yeah.
And that's what does it for you.
Yeah,
And
very
it's in alone, right?
Yeah, alone, which seldom. Seldom.
And then for yourself, when you go for class, what's your favorite pose, position? Even if it's a really difficult one, what's your favorite?
Yeah, sure, it's a really difficult one.
Honestly, my favorite position is just sitting on the floor.
Stop it. You guys are not helping your case. It's like, yeah, they're like, yeah.
I want to see. Tell me. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know anything about ballet. Teach me. I don't know nothing about ballet.
It's in a competitive mode.
I mean, I love pirouettes, but that doesn't mean I can do it. It's like the most difficult thing ever.
Okay, so what's your favorite just posing class that you can do, you can achieve, and you think that it helps you in some way anyway?
How about you give me instructions like you are teaching me in class and I follow?
Oh yeah, then we have a rough idea of what class will be like.
Yeah,
good idea. Let's do the idea.
Okay.
Okay.
She's in the advanced class.
No.
So, advanced class, ladies go there. get the hip moving.
This is the beginning of class.
I can't do this.
And
You're joking.
Stretch out, get the hip moving.
You look like a vampire right now. So your body's so controlled.
I can't. I'm super inflexible. This is all. This is the max. This is the maximum I can do.
Not bad.
That's quite good lah, without any warmer. We cannot compare to her, no?
Yeah, I can't.
RAD and all that.
I can't.
Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for that. Now a little bit scary, daunting, but don't be scared by her. She's actually very, very nice. And you want your instructor to be a bit strict.
And fun.
If they're too, if they're too,
Yeah.
your class is like, you're not going to come back. Well, thank you, ladies, honestly. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
hiring us, trusting us.
Thank you for having
Shout out
us.
to Dearborn as well for connecting us. All right, thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy.
Super insightful.